All right, so this video, we're gonna compare the Sonos Arc with the Sonos Beam that's gonna go upstairs in our bedroom with the plasma TV. This Arc is gonna get wall mounted underneath this Samsung One Connect TV. And I have some ceiling speakers I'm gonna pair with a Sonos Amp, which will act as surrounds for the Sonos Arc. I don't see that happening too often, or people talking about it. I think it's a wonderful idea. And obviously, this is an open space. I don't have the space to put bookshelves here, right? It doesn't look as nice. It's a new construction, so I did pay not too much to get the wiring for the ceiling speakers. Subscribe, you don't want to miss that part. In addition, I'm pairing this with the Sonos Mini Subwoofer. People were saying this is way better, that the larger sub is overkill for the space. Now, unboxing the Sonos Amp is just, it's wild. I mean, it feels like a combination of a router and an Xbox. It just feels really unreal. Now, these things in here are really meant for banana plugs, if you guys have ever used banana plugs before. Luckily, they have their own thing, which is so weird. It's just so really well built. And for the price, it better be. All right, so we hit a bit of a snafu here. I started cutting out this side, and I wanted to make it symmetrical with the light here, but then I realized that there's this big old ductwork on the side there. So I caught it in time and moved it over, and we're good to go. There's the cover on, it's magnetic. It's kind of nice, although unfortunately, actually, yeah, so this, I luckily save these things anytime I run Ethernet. They put the wall plates on, so I was able to cut this. And I'm gonna go to Home Depot and grab like a little piece of wood to kind of spackle that up. Unfortunately, I'm a little too late for this one, but it kind of worked out anyway. Since I want to make it symmetrical with the one back there, I moved the one to the left. And two things: number one, there's all that speaker wire on the right, so I would have had to move it anyway. When you just put the speaker up there with nothing plugged in, you hear a faint buzzing noise. And so luckily for me, this the cutout actually fits on the right side, so I don't really have to do any extra work there. Just get some wood behind and kind of patch it up, no problem. And yeah, I mean, the speaker is pretty self-explanatory. People were saying to angle this tweeter towards the listening location, which is here. I haven't had an issue either way because this wasn't fully centered towards the couch, and it worked pretty well for me. So I don't know, I'm not gonna stress out about this. All right, final thoughts on the Sonos system. It's good. It's really good. I'm sorry, it's never gonna replace my chunky boxed component system surround in my man cave, but for the living room, it's really good wipe approval. You know, it's a really good compromise. The Beam honestly is not terrible if you're on a budget, but the Arc just kind of takes it to the next level and just fills the entire room with sound just a little bit better. I don't know. And then these bad boys, I don't understand why more people aren't doing this, especially when you have kids and the bookshelf speakers behind you, they can kind of topple over. These are great. I mean, more people should be doing in-ceiling speakers. And I do not have I don't have the Sonos One expensive options they have. The surround features, so you get to choose the audio output level for TV mode and the music mode. TV mode is just automatically, it will, even if it's a stereo source, it just takes ambient audio from the background and kind of ports it over to the back speakers. Music mode, you have a choice between ambient mode, just like your surround sound, and just an extended stereo mode, which just plays the same kind of music on these speakers. That is what I opted with, just the extended mode. It just fills the room a little bit better with music when you have music playing. You know, so other than that, I mean, you have all the control you really need to for what it is, nothing more. But yeah, let me know what you guys think.